सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्ति, मा दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति, पूजामूलं गुरुपदम्, मन्त्रमूलं गुरुवाक्यम्, मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपा। भौतिक शरीर अशरीर, कल्प विकल्प, दैहिक सूक्ष्म, सभी देवता देवियां, सब योनियों को आवाहन, मंचासीन विशिष्ट गण, महात्मगण, मेरे प्रिय बंधु, my dear brothers and sisters and the purest souls. I bow to all pure souls. Today's world, as we see it, is devoid of any human feelings, is devoid of human sharing. We are clustered and myopic in our own selfish interests, and we forget our natural and divine responsibilities. The whole world is stuck at the level of dhana, money, dollar, pounds, currencies, euros, and the physique, vasanas, काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह, अहंकार, राग, द्वेष, मद. That we forget sharing is the only method of bliss and actualization. The disproportion in the world has led to separations in the individual, in the family, in the community, in the society, in the state, country, and the world at large. And it does not stop there. This disbalance has traveled to the nature, to the global nature. Hundreds of years of industrialization and earthy exploitation has led to imbalance in natural resources and behavior of the Mother Earth. We call it climate change. Science calls it climate change. What is climate change? Climate change is not only at the physical level. Pollution is not outside. Pollution definitely is also outside. The physical changes through industry, through greenhouse exploitation, to vehicular traffic and uses of modern electronics, plastics, and so on, definitely affects the health of the Mother Earth. But more so, the pollution is here. Pollution is in your thoughts. Pollution is in your mind. You may remove all kind of pollution at the physical level. But if you do not remove or reduce the thought process, the mindset, and the pollution of your thought, no amount of effort by human endeavor or humanity can bless the climate. Climate will go on degrading. Now, what does that mean? We know that in our scriptures, the oldest of oldest scriptures, ageless scriptures, and scriptures from last 5,000 years have indicated the Maya civilization in South America has exclusively indicated. The Nostradamus has given the prophecy, and all his prophecies have come true so far. Mahapurush Achyutananda, the Panchasakha, the companion of Mahaprabhu Chaitanya, born in Orissa, in Puri Kshetra, has prophesied in Malika, in all the scriptures. Swamiji has also shared with this world in 2004-5 onwards. NASA has ratified that severe degradation of climate and melting of glaciers. So and so, by 2003, 3 billion metric ton ice had melted from glaciers. The North Pole temperature has risen by 100%, from minus 52 to minus 25 degrees centigrade. The world acknowledges. But we have result is a failed ecological conference in Copenhagen due to the political and economic interests of wealthy and military stronger nations, and not so on the other side. This is not fair. Earth is the property of every human being. And if there is a religion, then there is only one religion, and that is humanity. We are all citizens of the world. We are universal citizens. There is no higher cause than saving the Mother Earth. What does the degradation and climate change means? If the glaciers melt, which is the forecast by 2012 to 2017, it will result into hundreds of times in the level of the sea. But before the sea, most of the rivers of the globe will rise by many hundred times, thereby flooding the villages, towns, cities, states, countries, followed by no water in the rivers, because all water will flow into the seas, and there will be no replenishment, because glaciers have melted. Now, what is the purpose? What is the meaning of this? This means the water level of the sea, all the 7 major seas, will rise by 2 meters to 200 meters. In the North Pole, the Arctic, the Greenland, the Iceland, the Upper Europe, Scandinavia, Western and Eastern Europe, Canada, North America are under serious threat of inundation by seawater. It's possible the Statue of Liberty may go underwater. In the South Pole, South America, South Africa, Middle East, Mediterranean, Russian countries, Russia and its separated countries, eastern part of China, Southeast Asia, Australia, Japan, Korea, Taiwan, Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, right up to Burma and Bangladesh, including the Indian Peninsula. All the major 13 states, coastal states, are under serious threat from seawater. We are risking 2/3 of the world's population, an area that may submerge in seawater. Already, Maldives is sinking. Tobago and Trinidad islands are sinking. Mauritius is under threat. Haiti, because of the same changes in earthquake, has been destroyed in totality. Nepal is disintegrating. Himalayas are disintegrating. So are the Atlas and Alps. What are we waiting for? Are we waiting for tsunamis to take away our precious lives and civilization in one night? The village, the town, the cities and states and countries may not be there next morning. Or do we have a proactive approach? What is the solution? The science has raised its hand. the intellectuals, the politicians, the bureaucrats, are not sure what to do. Is there a way out? Or are we waiting for Mother Earth to transcend and change and make this world into a visa passport free, boundaries free world? Vasudev Kutumbakam, one single unit in the whole globe, a universal administered community of human beings, of loving beings, and transcending towards Sangam and Satyuga? Or do we work on saving this Mother Earth? It's a matter of not saving only Mother Earth, it's a matter of saving your own self. It's the survival of the self. There is no higher cause, there is no higher goal, there is no higher reason, there is no higher mission, there is no higher vision than saving yourself from this water holocaust and saving the Mother Earth. And not only the water holocaust, it will be followed by massive earthquakes, massive floods, breaking of the earth, splitting of the earth. And when the water strikes in the core of the Mother Earth, creating innumerable hydrogen bombs by splitting the water molecule of the water at the temperature of 3,000 to 10,000 degrees centigrade in the core of the Mother Earth, whereby splitting and destroying the Mother Earth and making the survival of human beings almost impossible. What do we do? Yes, there is a solution. And solution is Vasudev Kutumbakam. We have to common thought, common goal, and the only metaphysical and high dimensional remedy is through Sankalp Yoga, the power of the thought. Whole universal energies have to work on cooling the human mind, thereby cooling the Mother Earth and glaciers. How do we do that? We have to develop Department of Quantum and Metaphysics, we call Tantra and Pragya Vigyan, in all countries, especially all coastal countries, all mountain countries, and establish the spiritual university. We had 4 universities earlier: Nalanda, Takshala, Alexandria, and Potala, which were destroyed in different eras due to political foolishness. Whereby Manavsthal Global Foundation Trust, under the spiritual guidance of His Holiness Maharishi Swami Dhyana Sumananand Saraswati Ji Maharaj, Pilot Swami Ji, establishing the first spiritual university of the present era in India, in the enlightened state of Odisha, and one of the most revered spiritual centers, Dhama, Puri, near the ocean, whereby this Department of Meta and Quantum Physics under the Spiritual University will work on cooling the energy of the globe through Sankalp Yoga, Vichara Shakti. This science is beyond the dimension of human discovery. And there is no other alternative. Baba has taken a sankalpa to be in Puri till 2012 onwards, calling for the divine energy of the globe and universe. Bhagwan Kal Bhairava established the divine Trishula and Akhandi Yajna for the next 3 years and beyond to save humanity from this possible catastrophe. The coastal area of Puri is only 2 meters higher than the ocean. 4 inches water rise in sea can extinct Orissa and the coastal towns of India and coastal states of India. We already have suffered tsunamis in the globe, tsunami in India in different forms. Mahanadi has taken away more than 10,000 people in 1999, Orissa. Are we still sleeping? There are 750 crore people in the world. There are 110 crore people in India. There are 4 crore people in Orissa. Yet nobody at the physical, mental, psychological and spiritual level is working directly to save this Mother Earth from this catastrophe. My brothers and sisters and children, wake up before it is too late. Wake up before it is too late and discharge your earthly responsibilities. This is not a favor we are doing to another being. We are doing this favor to our own self. We have to save ourselves and save the Mother Earth. Baba has the necessary knowledge with the blessings and cooperation of innumerable enlightened saints in body, outer body, to establish these centers, this department and university in India, in Puri, in Orissa, and other parts of the globe, to reduce the gravity of this devastation. Baba would like to travel in major part of the world to enlighten people, establish these departments for the safety of humanity. More so, Babaji wants to establish old age homes, women's home, children's home, physically and mentally challenged children and adults, home and special hospitals, with a center for cottage industries, health programs, health centers and education centers in Puri, Cuttack, Bhubaneswar and all the other 27 districts of Orissa and all possible states, 28 states and 7 union territories, 603 districts of my loving India and other parts of the world wherever it's necessary. So may I appeal to one and all to come forward, give your heart, give your intellect, give your thoughts, give your physical accumulations, Give your effort, give your love to save Mother Earth from destruction. Meanwhile, there are other areas of discomfort. This is the land, Orissa is the land. Why Orissa? Earth is a land of great potentiality. India is a land, present India in geographical form, encompasses all religions, all civilizations, most of the human growth, moral, ethical, religious, cultural, philosophical, has uprooted and begun from India. And Orissa is a state which is so rich in traditions and culture, education and intellect, craftsmanship, cottage industries. We have heritage like Konark here. Baba has yet to see, remember, and to be told. If there is any other institution, any other monument of higher excellence than Konark in the world, it's a world's heritage. Probably the most important monument and wonder of the world, of ancient world, which can teach human life and philosophy, goals and ambitions, and its accomplishment. Puri is a place of Lord Jagannath, Lord Loknath, and many masters, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Mahapurush, Achyutananda, Panchasakha. Its beaches are white beaches, plain, soft beaches. Orissa is full of minerals, rare metals. 30-kilometer of beach, white sand beach, shallow ocean. This needs to be developed not only at economic level but at the intellectual, emotional and spiritual level. And the most important dham of this country, where Lord Jagannath is there in its own manifestation alive. That's the belief we have. It is also a place of great saints like Yogananda Paramahansa, his master Yukteswar Puriji Maharaj, his master Lahiri Mahashaya, and Supreme Master Mahavatar Baba, who is also one of Baba's masters. Baba bows in obedience to these great souls. If Puri is saved, Orissa is saved. And Orissa is saved, Bharat, India is saved. And if India is saved, I have no doubts, we have no doubts, the world globally can be saved. But the epicenter of this safety lies in Orissa and Puri and India as a whole. Because it has to be handled at the cosmic, metaphysical and quantum level, beyond the reach of science, as the divine begins where the science ends. But unfortunately, leaving behind the long centuries of foreign rule and destruction of our heritage, and numerous number of disparities and constitutional defaults have taken place due to human greed of power. We need to establish a philosophy of federal system of governance, where human wealth and development should reach the lowest end of the masses. Development is not there if 10, 20 people are billionaires in the world who belong to India. Development is the 70 crore people who are undernourished and whose income level is below 20 rupees a day should reach the level of higher middle class. And everybody should get not only food, clothing and shelter, but employment, health and education. There must be a system of social security whereby every citizen must have a minimum honorable living system of existence, and it should be monitored by independent agency and distributed by independent agency in India and abroad to uproot corruption. And a single window system of taxation should take place. Due to political bankruptcy and bureaucratic insecurity and industrial hunger for money, we have kept our country poorer. In 60 years of independence, we could not yet educate and fulfill the tummies of our honorable citizens. So the fallacy lies in our system and the people who govern it, which has led to separatism, Naxalism, terrorism, Maoism. We need to correct this as soon as possible. This bankruptcy, not today, but right from many centuries, has led to the divide of thinkers, philosophers, whereby India could not produce any major discoveries in last many centuries of industrial civilization. Because we went into the bhakti in fatalistic attitude of life. But what did Gita said? Bhagavan said, Karmanasya vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachin. Have we forgotten the karma? Did we forget the dharma? Yes, we did. And the result is we could not produce thinkers like Socrates, Nietzsche, Aristotle, Tao, Confucius. And we could not discover. Our research became poorer and poorer. And in computer language we did only copy and paste. We need to develop original thinking. We must fundamentally question every possible man-made formula and siddhanta, so that India should get Nobel Prize every year. And why one? Many. Odisha should get Nobel Prize every year. We need to change our mindset. We need to put enough resources in research. And our competent souls should come back from all over the world and make your own country the true spiritual leaders of the world. We personally believe this system can be changed by removing social disparities, religious beliefs, casteism, reservations, by federal system of government, where voting should be compulsory. And voting should be allowed through SMS, through mobiles, through internet, so that every single person should be able to vote. Only then true democracy can flourish. Not only that, Baba has given a call that nature forgives us and we can reduce the devastation of water holocaust from 2012. In 2014 elections, people with honor, talent, intellectuals, educators, Samaj Sudharaks, NGOs, trusts, Rishi, Muni, Tapasvi, Sadhu, विद्वान, सिद्ध, विद, निध, समाज सुधारक, सबको इलेक्शन लड़ना चाहिए. All should fight elections on the basis of talent only, not on the basis of religion, caste, creed or reservation. And whereby we should get the best talent at the intellect and spiritual level to govern this country. And this election should be only once. Whereby 543 seats can be taken by this Samaja. The middle, the upper middle and the upper class of society must not shy away from the political governance. Thinkers and philosophers should come forward. Writers, poets should rationalize and change and give revolution to this country. Whereby a new system is born, corruption free. All the deformity in the constitution should be eliminated and bring a Rama Rajya, a country of peace, harmony, love, justice, justice, rule of law, emancipation of women, care for children, old age, and our mother nature. Like Chanakya, people should come and install Chandragupta like personalities and withdraw after one election. But it should be governed by a spiritual body of the highest level of intellect, thinkers, vicharaks, philosophers, professionals.